Hello, I'm Ali Plum, and this is the LEGO Store London, and you're about to watch a very special Q&A with the team behind the LEGO Batman movie. So, without any further ado, let's go meet them.
I'm home, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home.
Welcome then to producer Dan Lin, director Chris McKay, the voice of LEGO Batman himself. Will Arnett? Yeah, Will Arnett. And then we've got Christopher Miller and Phil Lord, who are the producers and directors of the original LEGO movie. So, we're going to start with a question from our audience. And someone called Sean Walsh has asked Will this question. How does your throat feel after you've been doing the voice of LEGO Batman for about 4 hours?
I wish I could ask the person who asked this a question back if they've ever been dragged behind a car for a quarter of a mile. Because it's not dissimilar to that sensation. No, it can be sometimes very rough on my voice. We do a lot of sessions that can last anywhere up to 4 hours, and we generally try to save all the what we call the exertions, any sort of screaming and stuff, until later. And sometimes Chris will gauge that I'm tired and can't do it, and we'll kick it to another day. Because it's, but speaking like this all the time doesn't feel great.
I imagine the budget for Honey and Lemon Water must have been through the roof.
They got a memo that I got my hands on just through WikiLeaks from the brass at WB, and they had to go and take another deal put together through Lazar Frere and Goldman Sachs for Honey. I'm just throwing out names I've heard in the past.
They tried to lock in the price.
They're trying to do a price with the French, so they called it a prix fixe to try to fix the price.
Yeah,
That's how these things are done. We've got a question here from Lena, who also asked you, Will, what was your first reaction to being told there was going to be a LEGO Batman movie?
It was astonishment, probably. I was a little surprised. We were all at a restaurant in Los Angeles, and it was the opening night of the Lego movie, and we were all kind of giddy about how and happy about how well the Lego movie was doing, kind of beyond all of our wildest expectations. And then as the news got better and better, we're like, wow, this is great. And then the gentleman who is the head of the studio said, hey, we're going to do a Lego Batman movie. What do you think? And I was like, yeah, I think that's great. And then we started talking about it. We're like, this is for real? And they're like, yeah, for real. It was one of the better drives from Santa Monica back into town that I've ever had. I'll say that much.
This question is for Dan and Chris here. There have been many iterations of Batman, both on TV and in film over the years. Did you take inspiration from all of them, and what stood out the most?
Yeah, I mean, I think we wanted to sort of take a look at the 78-year history of Batman, and I think Chris and Phil, had set out to make this movie sort of a critique of the Batman character. I mean, those are the initial kind of setup of the idea that we wanted to kind of take a look at how absurd, this guy he has this bad thing happen to him, and then the thing that he does in order to fix the hole in his heart is to go out and learn karate and dress up like a bat and fight criminals at night. Seems when you kind of take a look at it, seems pretty silly.
Yeah, it is a bit unusual now I think about it. A bat.
Well, we have lots of Easter eggs in the movie that refer to previous Batman TV shows and movies, and just want to be really respectful of every version of Batman out there.
You can see in the trailer, there's a great bit where Robin is looking at all the different Bat costumes in a row, and some of them are amazing. If you hadn't spotted them already, you've got the Patriot, which is Stars and Stripes, St. Patrick's Day, the Bat Pack. Are there any little Easter eggs that you could tell people watching to look out for when they watch the movie?
What about the shark repellent?
Yeah, I mean, well, because we wanted to kind of reference a lot of the Batman history. We wanted the 1960s Batman has a great bit with a giant rubber shark on Adam West's leg hanging off a helicopter. So we wanted to have the shark repellent appear in our film, and it's important.
It's nice that you can actually get that in Lego now. So
Yes.
it's great to see. You also cast Siri as the Batcave computer. How difficult was she to direct?
Not very difficult. We basically, it was something we wanted to do in the first movie that we didn't get to do with the computer. So it felt like an opportunity to actually have Siri play a role in the film.
She kind of does it just one way, though.
Can we get
What you get is what you get.
Yeah.
One take
Yeah.
and done.
That's always burned you.
It's such a, yeah. It's
Maybe this is one for Chris and Phil. This is about, why do you think it would have been a good idea to cast as Robin, Michael Cera? What made you think there might be good chemistry between Will and Michael?
Well, it's a unique combination you've never seen before. They're on screen together, so we thought we'd try something new there. But the idea of Robin, as we all sort of had been talking about it, when we thought about who could play the part and get the sweetness but be super funny at the same time and be able to riff on the level that Will could do, it seemed like there was only one person that could actually do it. And we had all of our eggs in the Michael Cera basket. So if he said no, I don't know what we would have done.
he's kicking himself now.
Yeah. He's like, oh, what? Wait, I could have negotiated
Yeah,
for
I think
what?
that's true. Yeah, it's over a barrel.
You know he is watching. Literally.
I'm sure. He's a big Facebook guy.
Big time. You seem to have pretty much every single Batman villain in this movie. Are there any that you forgot to put in or just couldn't squeeze in? This is from Paul Jones, again on Facebook.
There was characters like Flamingo and Professor Pig.
Forgot is not possible. I'll say that. Yeah. Couldn't squeeze in for sure.
Yeah, we couldn't get them in, or their backstory was so violent or dark that we weren't allowed to put them in the movie.
And what about the Joker? Because we've seen quite a few Jokers over the years. How did you make your Joker different?
I mean, I think it's sort of about the vulnerability that Zach brings to the table. I mean, I think we wanted, we wanted an actor. We sort of wanted this role, and to find an actor that could do something, that was. Zach is kind of known to be kind of unpredictable as a comedian. I mean, he's sort of unpredictably kind of dangerous. That's sort of his thing, and also vulnerable. And that was exactly what we wanted, from Joker, somebody, so that it's sort of a natural fit of an actor in the role.
It's helpful that Will and Zach are friends, or they pretend to be friends. But one of our best recording sessions was with the two of them together and letting them riff and really find the characters together.
I've got a great question from Hannah Dowell, again on Facebook, who has asked all of you if you could tell me how you would describe how it feels to step on a piece of Lego in one word. What would that one word be? Take your time. It could be a noise if required. This feels like Mastermind.
For me, I would shout out one of my kids' names. I would blame it on them.
That's what I was gonna say.
That is an incredibly
One of
good
Dan's
answer.
kids' names?
Yeah, one of
I
Dan's
would,
kids'
I would
names.
shout out one of Dan's kids' names.
Right, this one is just, have you got one?
No.
I didn't think you would. So,
My kids wouldn't dare leave a piece of Lego.
That's right. Too disciplined.
No.
this is another one just for you, Will. If you were in a room with all the other actors who have played or have voiced Batman over the years, what would you say to them?
I'd say, gentlemen, it's an honor to be here. Now show yourselves out.
Get out of my
I
house.
feel like that would be appropriate.
Yeah.
And it's respectful.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
feel like you're the reigning Batman.
I've already said it's a pleasure.
That's
What
it.
am I going to do?
That was very magnanimous. Yeah.
By the way, thank you. And of you to say that to me
Oh my
was very,
God.
and I don't want to turn into a backslapping competition, but
One magnanimous
thanks,
guy to
man.
another.
Boy, that's, what a guy.
I got one here from Jasmine Thurling. Hello to you, Jasmine. Will, what is your favorite line to say in the whole movie?
Oh boy, I don't know. There's so many. We really had fun. I got to say, doing this and doing what we do is so great, and we're so lucky to be able to do things that we like to do. But in particular, making this film and the Lego movie has been such an enjoyable experience for me working with these guys. Starting with these two, and then with Chris, I've had some of the biggest laughs ever in my working life in a booth on the lot at Warner Brothers, where I've been on my knees. It started the first one. There was a bit we did where in the first movie where Batman is trying to explain to Wild Style that if she wants to be with him, she has to get down with his. Just be cool with his debilitating addiction to partying with complete strangers. I remember tearing, and I couldn't look at either of these guys. We were all just dying. And then we started working on this movie, and there were just so many times. My favorite thing to do would be to be laughing with Chris, and he was in Australia sometimes. And there'd be like a delay, and I'd be saying a line, and I would say something, and he'd be looking at me, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and he'd fall out of frame. And the delay, because I was like, I know Chris is gonna like this, but I don't know. In terms of, there were so many great bits. For me on this one, this is not my favorite, but it's just what I'm thinking of right now. The bit with the rope really got us. That put me to the ground, and then we kept going back to it, and I kept going back to, and then
when you said bat rope, you lied to me.
I got back in, and then this guy Ryan I was reading with, and he was like, "Wait, you lied to me, blah blah blah." I said, "Who's driving?" He said, "I did it." Batgirl says, Barbara's like, "Oh, whatever," and I'm doing it, and I got us there, and then I just immediately went, "Rope, you lied to me," and it killed. That was just fun. Just fun stuff, you guys.
But those sessions are so loose. That's what I think is really
Yeah.
fun to watch you work. Is that there's no you don't have the pressure of having to
Hit my mark.
any of that stuff. It's just sort of pure creativity.
Yeah.
And the way that Chris works as a director, he encourages creativity and top to bottom.
And constantly going, we hit on something, it makes us laugh, and yeah, do that. And Chris would be like, go back and do that more. And also, yeah, that's a great area to be in. What else, and just keep going. And you couldn't, as a creative environment, you couldn't ask for anything better, really.
I can't wait for Lego Batman movie gag reel. If you guys have room on the Blu-ray.
Working on it, McKay.
Yes, there's a lot of really funny, because there's a lot of stuff that we couldn't put in the movie that were really great runners that are going to make their way into the Blu-ray.
You do have an incredible cast for this film. It's borderline ridiculous. How much fun was it picking out all these amazing names for all these different characters?
It's a dream come true for me. Getting to work with all these guys was incredible, and they're all super funny and really game to play, and it's nice to work with a bunch of people that you actually really like and are a lot of fun to be around.
And how did it?
And they're all creators in their own right. From Will, he's a writer, producer as well, and Michael and Zach and Rosario. So that's really helps us because they really help bring and plus our characters.
But I think we're not allowed to talk about any of the other ones, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I think yeah.
You gotta go see the movie.
Gotta go see the movie.
Go see the movie. Phil and Chris, are you busy with any other films at the moment?
Currently, we've been pretty just chilling out here in London.
Yeah, because you just happened to be outside,
We were
didn't
at
you?
the M&M's World across the street, and we
Yeah.
saw something was going on here.
I was at Bubba Gump just pounding shrimp.
Sorry, I was doing something. I was just cut the last bit. What is your favorite kind of shrimp there? What kind do they serve there?
Yeah, no. Well,
This is short, right?
yeah, no, it's a pretty long list. Yeah.
So what can you tell us, if anything, about what you're doing?
Oh yeah, we're working on a Star Wars movie, and we're about to start shooting in a couple weeks.
Small indie production.
A small independent film.
The Star Wars
but-
films were independent films.
The original ones, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
And we're
Jar Jar
Oh,
Binks
excited.
solo film.
It's a solo Jar Jar film.
Solo Jar Jar Binks.
Smart.
Baby Jar Jar, it's called.
That's,
Yeah.
I think that's
Jar
a good.
Jar wets himself.
I can't believe we start in a couple weeks. That's nuts. We haven't. I haven't
What
even
are we
done
doing
one
here?
fitting. It's nuts. That's.
It's weird. I haven't even been to the.
I gotta meet. I want to meet
yet.
Chewie before day one. By the way, that's just my.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We
Can
clear?
happen.
Okay. So that's
Good. He's a perfect person to
It's a
be.
short
The young
train
version
ride
of Han
from
Solo.
Cardiff.
And again, I cannot wait to see Baby Jar Jar wet himself. It's going to be great.
It's
Coming
good.
to cinemas
Title's
soon.
already figured out.
I've actually got a challenge for you guys. I know you've been briefed earlier, but I just want to let everyone else know. You will create, after a short clip, a superhero version of yourself in Lego. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do this. Let's have a quick clip, and then I will set them that challenge.
Wow, look at all these. Do I get a costume for the mission too?
I got a feeling that you'll just look like a kid on Halloween, don't you think? Don't touch that.
Woohoo!
El Mariachi.
I like that one.
That one is culturally insensitive.
Night
Oh,
Terror.
that one.
No way.
This one.
Death Merchant.
No.
I'm okay. This one.
Firestarter.
Nope.
This one.
Claude Rain.
No.
Excalibur.
This one.
No.
Silent
How's
but
this?
deadly.
Nope.
Bat Krishnikov.
Woo! How do we feel about this one?
Dress-up parties are for grown-ups only.
Wait, what's that one there?
Oh, that one was for the assignment called the Jamaica Caper. The locals called me Reggae Man.
I love it. Feels like I was poured into this. My only trouble is these pants are just a little tight. I don't know if I could throw a kick or jump in them. I got an idea. Rip! It's better. Now I'm free. Now I'm moving. Come on, Batman. Let's get grooving.
I can only look you in the eyes right now.
So we are back with the team from the Lego Batman movie. They're already having the best time. They have a challenge, which is to create a superhero version of themselves using these minifig
Oh, it's of me?
pieces.
Yeah.
I was making Grizz's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're making each other's now.
It was
I was
interesting.
making Grizz's.
Now,
You're
the problem is that one only has 6 abs, so it needs like way more abs if it's
Four.
gonna be me.
Yeah.
What have we got so far, Phil?
This character is called White Jeans.
Abs Man.
Yeah, White Jeans, abs, Bowie.
You know what's great is that my
Pretty
hair's
good.
already
Can't
like.
believe there's not a close-up on this right now. This is crazy.
Seriously, I think it's very brave creatively to go for the absence of a face. I think that
Oh
was
yeah, well it makes you more mysterious. So
animation trick for you there, guys.
that's it. Yeah, it's really.
How's everyone else doing? Are they taking it a
Right.
lot more
Great.
seriously?
What's funny is that my hair looks like it's made out of Lego, but I can't actually find
Yeah.
an accurate. I guess an old-timey football helmet seems about
it.
close.
No, don't do that to yourself. I hate
You're
when
better
you
than
talk about
that.
yourself.
Yeah.
I've got a question from a Facebook viewer who's watching right now,
Okay.
which
Yes.
is such a
Okay.
good question. I
like
can't
that.
believe I haven't asked it already. Why does Batman have so many suits? There has to be a reason.
Doesn't do laundry.
That's it.
People don't do laundry, right? They just buy new
I
stuff.
just buy new
More
stuff.
stuff.
Right,
He's
that's
a billionaire,
One
man.
of the best parts about being rich, right?
Yeah, are you kidding?
Next question.
Next question is,
You'd see how much.
do you carry around minifigs for inspiration for this movie?
Carry them around.
We're talking keychain.
I
yeah,
do.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
do.
He does.
I do.
So you have Lego Batman on your keychain, I'm guessing.
Not on my keychain, no, but I have one like in my bag. Did you guys? I got I have like a couple Lego Batmans, in my bag. But then I also I have a
You give them away when people approach you?
sometimes not. Yeah,
nice.
if people get too close to me, I just throw it out. What?
Good choice.
No, but I have like the guys from Lego. When we were doing the first movie, as a business card, a lot of the people have, and I have a minifig that has my name on it, and then my email address on the back.
Wow, that's
These
cool.
guys over here made us special minifigs of ourselves, McKay,
Yeah,
Phil, and I.
with your likeness.
Yeah, and we got it on the first one, and I still have it in my office.
I still have one. I have like a bag of them. Did you get a bag?
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I didn't
totally.
get a whole
I got like
bag.
400.
got a bag.
Just 400, 400 or 500.
I do
You
have
guys got a bag,
pending.
right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
With a card, the lifetime supply of bags.
Yeah, that's right.
Get a Lego bag.
likeness without asking.
Pictures of yourself.
Right, so we got a double-legged halberd
Well, just because
wielding,
this is more how tall I am metaphorically,
Oh yeah, that's good.
physically.
just spiritual height. yeah.
Exactly.
Does he have a name, Halberd Man?
Well, I mean, this guy has got a great name, which is Chris Miller.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
It's really solid. How about you, Dan? What have you got here?
Trombone man.
Left
hand, he blows the trombone to announce that he's here.
Yep.
And the right hand, he's got a little like an archery bow to shoot bad guys.
It's very sensible. You startle, then you shoot.
Exactly.
It's very good. Good one too. I've got some more quickfire questions,
All right.
including Will.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Batman?
Including Will?
Including
Seems
Will.
like the easiest question
That
of
seems
all.
like a real softball.
No brainer, Michael
Oh, guys,
Keaton.
guys, answer honestly. That's okay.
Will.
Any other takers aside from Will? Everyone going for Will?
This is a good one.
Obviously, Will is number
Seems
one.
politically sensible. We're going for Will. Favorite Joker?
Including
Two guys,
Jack Gump- it
two
seems
guys
like
walk
there's-
into a. Oh,
So I guess Will also then. In that
There we
case.
go.
That guy's such a joker.
Yeah, that's right. That's
This is
right.
a proper pub argument question.
Yeah,
But what is the best? Who is the best Batman villain? Truly.
Batman villain.
like his greatest.
The most interesting character that he comes up against. This can include Kite Man, Baby Doll, Crazy Quilt, Sweet Tooth, and of course Condiment Man, who we do see in the movie.
I'm going to defer to McKay on this one.
Yeah.
This is a
Batman
McKay special.
expert.
Oh, here we go.
I'm a fan of Catwoman, so I'm gonna have to say Catwoman.
Could you
Catwoman
prove it in
on
any
your
way?
arm.
Show your Catwoman
I
judgment.
could probably
Bona
prove it.
fides?
So when they said, what makes you think you're good enough, passionate enough to direct this movie?
Just roll up
Went
your
out and got a
sleeve.
tattoo.
Yep.
And I came back the next day.
Just rolled in.
Could you make it look like it's 20 years
No,
old?
sure.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
And we're here making Lego.
Got some good ones.
What
here.
is the biggest Lego set you guys own? And be honest.
Mine is a classic movie theater.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow, that's cool.
Refined. I like that.
Metalbeard ship, I
was
guess.
gonna say,
that
yeah,
was
I am
pretty good
Metalbeard.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Metalbeard ship. is the-
That's a pretty good one.
yeah.
You guys have you guys done Millennium Falcon yet
Yeah.
for your
Oh,
kids?
yeah.
Yeah.
But is
that
that
too.
super?
That's a good
super
way to-
big one.
I built the Death Star. That was probably my favorite.
did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The Death Star was fun to build.
What
My
do you
kids
keep?
don't know it exists yet.
Don't
Oh,
tell
really?
them.
On
They
purpose.
will now.
No, I haven't.
They will now.
Tear
Well,
out that page of the catalog every
Yeah.
time it comes.
Well, let's talk about your many-headed beast, this totem pole of,
Oh, yeah.
of humanity.
It's tennis torso guy. And you can't have enough torsos when you're fighting people because there's just tons of sets of abs.
Good point.
You know?
Special power is
Watch the movie and you'll know why that's really important. Abs can really
It is
save
true.
the world.
abs are essential for
Yeah.
world saving.
Sorry, that's part of my special message I want to give out to the kids.
Kind of a
You
mild spoiler alert.
No,
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
not at all.
Chris McKay, you have a crossbow man with a no, not a trombone,
Yeah.
a saxophone.
Yes. Yeah.
Talk us through him.
Sort of has like a Freddie Mercury vibe, I think.
Yeah.
The crossbow.
If I came across a guy with a crossbow and a saxophone, I'd be so scared.
So it's like, you'd be scared to death.
You gotta hope he picks the right one.
Yeah.
I don't want to freak anybody out, but I'm sure when you were making this movie, you were having ideas for a potential sequel. Is there anything that's crossed your mind when you were making this movie? Any potential?
It's a pretty good one last night.
we just make the best
Time
movie
to get
possible.
it started.
And we don't assume that there's going to be a sequel and see how the fans react. That was the case in the first movie. We just made the best movie we can. Fans really reacted and told us who they liked, and then we go from there.
Makes sense. Logical. So has everyone completed as many superheroes of themselves as they wish? Because I think there are some more over on the far corner.
Yeah, I got some good ones going here.
We've got a man with no head. You've forgotten.
Yeah, there's Two-Face, but this is No Face. Oh, I like this guy. I like the
I want two different heads.
That is
Yeah.
good.
That's isn't that John the Baptist?
Nice.
Right? I guess it's two. Salome and John the Baptist. Guys, some opera reference for everybody.
Kids
Yeah.
love opera.
Kids love that.
It's one thing I know. That and sweet, sweet saxophone jazz.
Yeah, we know the
lot
kid
about what
audience
kids like.
will.
My favorite opera is saxophone opera, so it makes a lot of sense.
It is the best genre of opera
Yeah.
for sure.
So, this is a question we've all asked ourselves once in our lives, but if you were Batman for a day, what would you do? Should we start from the far end, Phil, just to put you in the hot seat?
I would flip and smile for a change, because I'm rich, and I like have every cool car and great outfits, and I'm good looking and fit, and I'm not sure why Batman's ever been sad.
Hence how this movie came about.
That's basically what the movie's about. Like, why are you so sad, bro?
Smile!
Smile.
Smile it
Well,
up.
and like get underneath like what, you seem to be doing the wrong thing, as McKay was saying, to make yourself happy. So like, try something else.
Have you thought of Lego?
That's Crocodile Dundee.
Nice.
That's not a knife, and he's holding this big, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he's building a super, that's a knife.
This is a pike.
Yeah,
There you go.
pretty good.
Yeah,
That's incredibly good. Well, what else would you guys be up to if you were Batman?
Chris Miller.
I would design a hybrid Batmobile.
Yes.
Oh man,
Not
how
seen that.
responsible. This is
That
Dan
is
Lin,
a
responsible
very
guy.
un-Batman-like thing to do.
One
That's what you
day,
do with
this
the
is what you
dude-
do.
With the day, Dan, you would do that?
So you're talking about an incredibly energy efficient, world-saving, massive wheels monster car.
Yes, the truth is I drive a Chevy Volt,
Impressive.
and I have it tricked out, blacked out, because I pretend that it's a Batmobile. So if I could actually be Batman and have an eco-friendly Batmobile, that would be my fantasy.
I'm so glad you've admitted that. That's good. Chris, how about you? You've been involved with quite a lot of Batman for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Must have crossed your mind.
I think I would probably try to spend one day thinking if there's any other way to fight crime. Spend one day.
Like just give to the police.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
there's just
money.
another way than putting your body on the line day after day.
time.
Might be-
Smart.
With all that money and with all the tech and things like that, maybe there's another.
You just at least have a meeting
Right.
with
Right.
the commissioner that didn't involve like fixing the light or
Right.
right. Simple as that.
Just thinking the
Just
best of
maybe
it.
lead by example for the other criminals that everyone doesn't have to have a theme. They can just sort of
Sure.
fight crime or be a criminal. They don't have to like have a character persona.
He has to custom make all of those things to have a bat theme
Yeah,
to
exactly.
it. You
Like
could-
even if it doesn't quite work, like it's a bat grappling hook, it's got to be shaped like a bat. But really, if it was shaped like this, it would work
Yeah,
better.
it'd be more-
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's got to be bat
He's
themed.
not crazy efficient, that guy.
Have you guys ever met any of the actors that have played Batman previously?
Yes.
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 Did you have one of those, nerd alert, like I'm freaking out here, I'm meeting Michael Keaton moments?
Yeah,
These guys are not nerds.
Oh, they're not?
I'm super cool, and I was very popular in high school, so.
I was too busy, throwing a football around with the guys to
Well, you met Michael Keaton?
watch.
To notice anything.
Yeah,
I
didn't
don't
notice
even know.
anything. I don't even
Whatever.
know.
What's Batman?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Whatever, no big deal.
I met Michael Keaton last year. That was pretty cool. I was a big fan of his, even sort of outside of all Batman stuff. But I met him. That was pretty rad.
You kept it cool.
And Ben, I kept my cool. I think I kept my cool. He was very sweet, and then I've met Ben a few times, Affleck, and I call him Ben. Obviously, you guys.
Obviously, yeah.
So I don't know what you guys.
We all
but,
call him Ben.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do? Oh, you guys call him Ben too? Okay.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's it.
B-Train.
You guys call him
Closer
B
friends.
Train? Oh,
yeah.
He said he wasn't using that anymore.
Oh,
Well,
just close friends.
It's an
Yeah.
inner circle, I think.
On that note, with B-Dog to one side, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys, and thank you all for watching this Facebook Live Q&A with the team behind the Lego Batman movie. So, thanks again, and a round of applause for these guys.
We need a kick butt theme song. Oh, wait. Let's get nuts.
Stop him before he starts singing!
You're my role model.
It must be great to be Batman.
We love you!
Good night, Alfred.
Sir, it's morning.
The Lego Batman movie, only in cinemas.